I remember Path having a significant this one track displaying in the background in its Be Right Back scene, and me being the music nerd it is, like, kept analyzing it over and over and over again when I was watching a stream, and I got absolutely sick of it, hearing the same 4 bars over and over and over. What was the score? It was 3-0. To who? I'll let you guess. Score was 3-0, Steve. To who? I will let you guess. Absolutely. Yep, and then Woody coming in with 12-0. Let me pay out a prediction here. Start prediction for Qien and Roots. I'm gonna try and end it properly this time. Marco slapped it again. Not something you see or hear every day, is it? Steve, do you really think that Marco 3-0 Woody? I mean, it's definitely possible, but... Alright, so Qien and Root here. Qien starting as a rocket on top right, and Root's going allied. What's up, Larry? How you doing, man? So Root starting on bottom right is going allied here. So Root's again one of those players that can play really good both allied and... I was about to say allied and Yuri. I can play both allied and Soviet really well. Arguably on the same level, actually. Maybe Root's allied is just a little bit better. So Spam got a minus early AFC after that second ref. Let's go. Is Leta playing Qien afterwards? No. Leta will be playing at 6 PM GMT onwards today. Actually, no. She said he can play after midnight, which is in about an hour. So we'll see whether anyone is on then we can make stuff happen. So Root making the first move says he's gonna long distance mine with 2 miners onto that gem patch. Yes, no, he's on 6 miners now. Qien is on 4, 5, 6 as well. Keep betting on the underdog. So who's the underdog here? Is it Root? Is it Qien? So Grizzlies obviously produce a lot quicker than Rhinos, which is why you see Root actually out-tanking Qien by quite a bit. But on the back end of that, the Grizzlies are pretty weak. So light armored and don't do that much damage, but they do have a very good swarming ability. And now in comes Root now with the power drop along the top and walking it in. Gets pushed away by a sentry gun. So no lab out of Root just yet. He does have 3 war factories though. And not a huge rocketeer commitment here. But he's gonna go straight in here. Down in mid, Qien is waiting, and now he goes. Qien now on the back foot running away from Root, but Root doesn't want to overcommit to that with the reinforcements coming in. He's gonna push in anyway here, but it's not a good idea for Root. He does get a veteran out of that, but to what extent? Gonna hide behind the pillboxes. Ooh, Qien making a forward push here. The paradox is there and ready to be deployed. So that's immediately the middle choke points and not available for him, but Qien is gonna go down towards the MCV. Root is gonna split as well along the top here. Qien can do some serious damage here. Again, we're seeing Roots being very, very vulnerable to the bottom split here. And Qien obviously with a very high APM. He does prime that war factory to defend here, Roots. But he gets pushed back along the top and along the bottom as well. He's losing that fight. He needs a couple of pillboxes here. But he is making some damage towards the middle. So about how much damage can he get off here? Qien with 3. He's ulting the war factory here. And the middle push does go down. Qien with reinforcements coming in now. Root calling to Qien. That is 1-0 to Qien. Alright, path more traveled. Route swapping back to Soviet now, and Qien sticking to Iraq as per usual. So no eats, obviously. I think I will probably update these scores after this as well. Just check the matches that we have after this. It's pretty huge, but quite a lot of games today here. So we are on Qien's route, so we're halfway through in our matches that we're supposed to play today. So after this will be Qien versus Tim, and then Qien versus Marco. Ooh, using the miner to get rid of that, that's something we don't see there. People often opt for the Tesla Trooper or something else, but that's gonna buy Root some mining time actually. So we'll see whether that's the best approach here. Root's a little bit late on that war factory down in mid. Qien going 0 here. When the drone upside doesn't get taken care of by the sentry. Both players looking to make a move towards middle. Destroying some deforestation to get to place in some refineries. There we go, so Root gets the first miner onto mid. Fortunately, there's a very late micro there onto the gem patch. But he does get a miner drone down on bottom left. Ooh. Will the second drone come in here? Roots prepares with another. Oh, the well placed, well garrisoned there to get rid of half the health of that drone. So that drone is now a one hit, so anything that goes forward to it will be able to get rid of that. There you go. Good micro at the Root there. And now Root with a very, very good position down in mid. He does have a refinery down there, getting the gems long distance. And then he does have some colonies on the mid as well. Qien will need to look for this retake down in mid. But Root already has a war factory down there. It means he can play some more sentry guns down in mid. So immediate mid control goes to his Root. He opts for that forward racks, which is always a good choice. Qien does have a power drop down on the left here. Then Root now spamming out the colonies here, waiting to make a move. But the tank control needs to be there though. He does go for a radar. He needs a lot more sentry guns down in mid here for some defense. And the power drop does get taken care of with a single dog. And the Deso is immediately afterwards here. Root's miner along the top is gonna get hit. Root's gonna trample over some gems here to get to that miner, which is gonna slow him down quite a bit. And Qien looking to make a move towards the top alley here. Meanwhile, Root's already on that second gem patch down in mid. So you got maybe one full miner on that gem patch on the top. But look at Qien's tank control, man. He is absolutely killing it. So Root sending one Rhino to deal with that Deso, while he goes for the other gem patch here. So Qien, not the best start here, but he is going on lab tech now. So he will get an ICR pretty quickly. More power drops coming in here, same exact position for Qien, but Root's power drop is now on top right. But a Kirov now out for Qien down in mid. That's gonna be devastating for Roots. That's how you retake mid actually, with a Kirov there. So Root's gonna have to get some sort of anti-air here. He goes for a flat cannon and a couple of flat tracks here. He's gonna target the war factory next. Qien waypointing that Kirov. Root getting rid of that power drop there. But next is the radar that's gonna go down to no more Desos. And that refinery as well. So good play here out of Qien to get rid of that mid control. But unfortunately, Root still does have mid control here. So Qien hasn't gotten mid just yet. He just pushed Root out of mid. But there's still a lot more in the middle here. Root choosing to get rid of the Desos with the Rhinos here. One Rhino does go pop. But the eco out of both players still looking pretty good. Still looking pretty good there. Connie fodder coming in as from the paradrops here, but Root seems to be waiting on Qien. Qien falls to bring in a miner as fodder. Root pulling back there. Again, more mining time depleted for Qien. He doesn't seem to be making anything on the war factory. There you go. Now he's making them. But he is down on one war factory. Root is still on two with some pretty good eco ready to be made. And he's splitting up here. He wants to get rid of that IC and make that IC as far away from him as possible. Root just needs a couple of drones here. He doesn't want to take the fight with the Rhinos. Look at how much damage the Rhinos take there from that Deso. And Qien now making a move towards mid here. Can this be a comeback from Qien? He gets rid of that first bit along the top. Reinforcements coming along the top as well. Root trying to take care of the rest of the Rhinos in mid here, but to no avail. And the IC does get popped down on top left. Root trying to run away here, but Qien absolutely legendary and waiting. Getting rid of that oil with the barrel. Can he get rid of it in the nick of time? He does not! Oh, and Root defends that IC well and only loses a refinery in the process. And now Root can make a comeback now and down in mid with the Connie paradrops. Can get rid of that miner as well. Again, another Deso here, Qien. But Root's opting for no drones at all, using the Rhinos to take care of the Deso, which is where I think his downfall is, which is why the Rhinos keep falling so quickly here. Again, taking the fight in. If he didn't take the fight to the Deso with the Rhinos, he would have gotten that, winning this fight here pretty easily, but he chose to use the Deso, to use the Rhinos to take care of the Desos, which takes a lot of damage there. 3 Desos and using a ball of Rhinos to go for it. That is not a good idea, but maybe Root just wanted to get rid of the Desos really quickly. And again here, Root not letting the gas pedal off at all. More and more incoming from their racks as well. Another Deso coming in here. He's choosing to ult it. And down goes the Deso, but the IC does get popped. And yes, he's gonna go for that miner, but Root says Root totally ignores it and he's gonna go for the miners instead. Get rid of that refinery on the last bit of ore patch available for Qien. And it's still fighting for his life here, Qien. Root has been aggressive. And no deploy from Root there, from Qien, sorry, not to kill his own Rhinos. Look at the eco situation now. It's gonna go on broke. There is still one jam patch here which Root can get to, but that will leave the bottom of his the bottom of the map here pretty vulnerable. Qien opts to go for it instead. And then Root builds another rev there to contest for that jam patch. So absolutely everything is going for this jam patch now. Qien pulls back. And he doesn't want to get into that fight there, but the Connie is from top right from the paradrops. He's gonna get rid of that oil. So even more eco out for Qien now. Qien with the IC ready in 30 seconds. Root is gonna push this. Root is absolutely gonna push this and get this IC as far away as he can. More paradrops coming in now. Gonna get rid of that IC if he could here. A split coming in from Root down in mid to get rid of the miner. So even lesser eco now for Qien. He's gonna get one miner out. The target from the other one does not go well. And the Connie is gonna go for that nuclear power plant. Qien gonna send 3 Rhinos to deal with it. The 3 Rhinos from the top now to get rid of that miner on gems. Can he get rid of that miner on gems? Root needs to pull that out. Root needs to pull that miner out, but he doesn't. Down goes that miner full on gems. And the 3-way split now coming in from Root here. It's being dealt with perfectly by Qien. Qien following up here with the IC down on the top here. 2 Rhinos IC, more than enough. But the bottom right here, minus are getting hit time and time again here. Root has not let the gas pedal down, not for 1 second. But Qien does have that elite Rhino ready to go. This is nuts here. Qien get tank control to defend, but Root keeps he keeps aggressing over and over again, and he keeps throwing away a lot of his units here. Just not looking to be good. Qien opts to sell that war factory at the MCV to get a last bit of eco boost. I think Root probably needs to as well. He does have one last gold patch there. But we've seen time and time again, Root opting to kill the Deso with his rhinos, and then Qien can just wipe it up with the damaged rhinos there. So this looks to be one final push here from Root. He's gonna go for the 2 miners there. A minute to that IC. Root needs to push in now and do some damage before that IC gets popped off here. The elite rhino getting IC. It will be the end of Root's. He's choosing to push in here with the rhino as the miner has fallen. Qien is gonna go down here. Elite rhino goes down. He does get an IC popped. And Qien goes down for the count. And 1-all to Roots now. What a game. The teams are better than the Woody ones. Dude. Woody actually steamrolling here. This is a much tighter competition. The Root is going fucking beast mode on that shit. He was constantly aggroing. He took mid early and then just kept going at Qien over and over and over again. I would criticize him, however, on his constant throwing away of the rhinos. So he kept using the rhinos to take care of the Deso, which means that the rhinos will be damaged, which means that Qien can just steamroll him with a lower number of rhinos, which if he controlled that a little bit better and made better decisions, he could have had an easier time there. But I guess it doesn't matter now that he now that he won the game anyway. So third game on Jungle of Vietnam now. Sander, if you're here, it is currently 3 PM GMT. So your games are at 6 PM GMT. I don't know whether Germany has daylight saving times, but oof, I need a break, man. 3 hours of straight casting, my throat. It's gonna go downhill tomorrow. I still remember doing that, like 8-hour Christmas stream of just straight casting. And the next day I couldn't speak afterwards. I was totally out. So let me end the prediction here, sorry. We forgot to end it. So miner count, looks like the Roots, who is on bottom left, is on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miners here. And Qien is on, oof, there's a lot more, he's on 7. Oh, well, he's on 1 more. The second drone out of Qien going towards top left. I think he might just hide it for the MCV. Yeah, he is hiding it for the MCV. Qien looking to split. No, he's actually clearing bottom right for a drone because he's going to move his MCV as well. So he does clear it anyway. And Root clears top left for a drone as well. There you go, that's a hidden drone. So Root already on ground level a lot earlier. The split along the top does get pushed back, but he will get some damage off to the middle here. Oh my god, Qien, 4 war factories now compared to Root's 3. Sentry gun out to defend, but he is looking to make a split down along the top left here. Does Root see it? He does. Qien just pulls back out immediately. So we've got 4 walls here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 minus towards 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus. So Root's still on 7, 8 miners now with that last final one. So, no, sorry, Xeno's still on 7. Three-way split here by Roots. So it's pushing along the top here. Along the bottom as well, is looking to deal with that split. Now that Qien is moving his MCV towards bottom right. He's gonna use the cliff here to hit the minus whenever he can. Qien needs to micro that out of the way. He does push it out though. Qien is squatting his MCV as well to get rid of any drones and bait any of them coming in. So 5 wall factories now for Qien. Root is on 5 as well, and he's moving with MCV, and now the split coming towards the middle here. That's gonna be hard for Root to deal with. He does pull back his minus anyway. That ore patch is basically dry. Look at Root overcommitting towards the middle here. And now the number of rhinos in mid is looking pretty low here. Roots, what is he doing? Root now moving towards top left. Already deployed that MCV. Qien already on that jump patch, so he moved a lot earlier. London right now is in daylight saving time, so is GMT +1. Ooh, Qien looking to make a move towards mid here. Root has all of his tanks ready. Sells the war factory for some space there. But Qien looking to go towards top left immediately for that MCV. But he pulls back immediately after Root attempts to go towards its base. And now Qien splitting up here. Qien with an absolutely huge number of rhinos compared to Root here. Root sells his speed on top left, so no expansion, no miners out. While Root makes another split down towards bottom right to get rid of a couple miners here. Will he get any of them out of the way? He does not. But back along mid here. Root met with a couple of drones by Qien. Obviously because Qien was busy, but Root doesn't get rid of the drones. One goes down. Root still has a couple of rhinos waypointed towards bottom right. But it is not looking good for Root here. No MCV. He's out tanked. He's gonna get split on the bottom as well. Qien absolutely rolling through here. But he's putting up the fight though. Couple of deaths available for Root. Qien getting all of his rhinos in the fight. No searching guns obviously because there's no MCV. 3 rhinos on the bottom here for Qien to split. But Qien now backing out the mid. He should be able to take that fight. He does have the high number of rhinos. Root selling a couple war factories, but he calls GG anyway, and down he goes. Alright, match point towards Qien. Go back here. Feel like in military using GMT, dude. I'm serving service right now, and everything is in 2400 hours. I mean, I'm used to it, but some people aren't. So we're on Tiburon here for the match point towards Qien. Root is gonna stick to Soviets. So no allied out of him just yet. We did see him go allied once and it didn't really work out for him that well, did it? So he's gonna stick to Soviets here. So very early MCV move out of Qien there to go towards that all pass. I think it's gonna place a ref and then go towards top left immediately. That saves a lot of time actually instead of building down. So it often goes one or two ways here. For the bottom left player, they either move their MCV down bottom left and then just build all the way forward, or they move to a top left for the gem patch. Looks like Qien is gonna go for the building to his bottom, looks like. Not sure, I can't tell yet. Drone in here for Root. Root's drone though, I can't see it just yet. Yep, SVS on Tiburon means that it's gonna be a lot later. Sup X Zeller, the commercial followed it. There you go, that's Root's drone. So 3 war factories for 8 minus for Root, and Qien is on 8 as well. I would think that Allied is actually a preferred map here, mainly because of the Rocketeers. They can get from A to B really quickly by just hovering over mid, and because Grizzlies can actually move a lot quicker here as well. Tiburon in general. Tiburon is a great map. It's a really good map. So Qien making the first move. Couple rhinos towards Root here. Root has not moved his NCV yet. He's gonna opt to move base walk towards top. 4 war factories already. Qien is on 3. Let's see. So generally SVS on maps like this, right, it's pretty huge. Players often take their time here to build up their eco. It's very, very rare that you see a rusher, because a rush can be spotted really quickly if you have a good scout out. But Root's already with 5 war factories here, so he's gonna base walk all the way towards the top. I think he might move mid here actually with his MCV. Radar, you're pretty early there. Qien is trying to bid so Root can no longer move mid. He'll be forced to move down. And Qien looks to be, yep, he's base walking all the way to his bottom. He's not moving his MCV top at all or anytime soon. But the split here already ready for Qien. 3 along the top while his main force goes through the bottom. But Root's already out with a lab tech, so he might get that IC out pretty early compared to Qien, who is still on War Factory tech, I think. So Qien's mass force is still back in bottom, and then Qien's gonna move mid here. And Rogue Binder is going along the top. So Qien already moving mid. Tell you what, something that I actually like to do on this map, especially when I'm playing against someone who is playing for the late game, is I like to move mid and then go naval on their area. It's pretty funny. So Root moving a huge number of miners to the gem patch along the top here. I think he wants to get as much gems as he can before moving out of the way. Then here comes Qien along the bottom. He does have a couple of dead souls there. So the top split does get pushed away, but the bottom main force here is gonna be deadly for Root here. He's gonna have to pull back. Obviously 4 of his miners here on dirt. Huge tank fight here down the bottom. I think Qien will win that because Root is constantly going in, but it's pretty even at this point. And Root's force here on the other hand on the left side is gonna go around the back here, but Qien does have drones available. And now Root with 30 seconds left to the IC, 20 seconds now, he has to hold here. He can't still IC his own IC, or IC his rhinos along with it. So the power is gonna go down, but fortunately he still has power from the power plants. And that'll be easily dealt with for Qien. Look at Root's miners now, they're absolutely going all the way. And now on bottom left now, the drones do take care of Root's splits. And Root does not have much left on the field here. He does have that IC. One miner gets drone. He needs to fix his bridge so his miners don't long distance mine. One miner goes down to a drone, and obviously a second drone here is available as well, while Qien making a defense here down in mid, and Root's obviously moving there as well. He should be spinning up here or taking away that MCV, so Qien does not have the ability to rebuild. Forces the cell anyway, and Qien can now take that fight. But again, another second miner down here for Root to that drone, and the split taking out a lot of miners here for Root. He does have an abundance of miners, but they're not efficient at all, so his eco is gonna start to go down. Meanwhile, Root getting battered here in the middle, defending really well there, Qien. And now Root forces to sell his MCV because his miners weren't efficient enough. Now 2 miners down here is gonna go down, 1 full on gems as well. This is not a good look for Roots here. His miners are going all the way across the map here. He should have taken bottom right pretty quickly there. After he got in this gem patch, he should have moved down bottom right so he can have a better solid defense and his miners will be more protected. But Roots now does not have much to defend with. He's gonna buy some time for his IC whenever he can here. 2 seconds, he might save his IC if he ICs it. He does IC it anyway, so he will be able to save it, save some time for him. But Qien now has 2 miners AFK around the back. He hasn't moved his MCV, his long distance mining. In mid, so he doesn't have much. He's still fending off Root here on 2 different occasions. But Root miners are absolutely getting battered, and down it goes. And 3-1 to Qien now.